The Idol is picking up with episode 3. I think we can all agree that this episode gave us a lot more than the first 2 did. Spoilers ahead if you haven't watched yet. We're going to talk about everything that went down on the 3rd episode of The Idol. This will probably be a few different parts. In the very first scene, we see Leia driving Tedros and Jocelyn to go shopping. She is visibly upset, and who wouldn't be when he's literally going down on her in the backseat. When they get to the store, Tedros is literally threatening the sales associate because he thinks he's checking out Jocelyn. He's like, "Let me catch you looking at her again, blah, blah, blah." Meanwhile, Leia is on the phone with Chaim. She's complaining about Tedros, saying he's taking over the house. They even show a flashback where they're at the house, and Tedros asks Leia where Mike Dean should set up. He is Kanye's producer, as Tedros repeats a million times. Leia says, "Let me talk to Jocelyn about it." Tedros goes, "I'm running the show," just really making himself out to be the boss. They do another flashback scene, just really showing how crazy Tedros is. Jocelyn is showing her nutritionist how the probiotic she's been using has been working and how flat her stomach is. Tedros gets so jealous. He slaps Andres, tries to fire him, and Andres says, "You're not my boss." So then he makes Jocelyn fire him. And she's so digmatized, she did. Meanwhile, Fink is calling Chaim, saying, "What the hell is happening? We need to cancel the tour. Jocelyn is not reliable." Chaim is trying to calm him down. We're back on Rodeo where they're shopping, and of course they go into the dressing room. Jocelyn asks Tedros why he likes picking out clothes so much, and he says, "You need some taste." She's like, "I have taste," and he's like, "No, you don't." Then she says, "I think you're just gay." His whole demeanor changes. He was like, then he's like, "I'm not gay." Then Tedros proceeds to try and prove himself by getting it on in the dressing room. So they're doing it, and he's like, "I'm going to inside of you," and she's like, "No, don't." She stops him, goes back into the store, and he just finishes in the dressing room, and the whole store can hear him. Later, she's like, "You're disgusting, haha," but she doesn't really care. When they get home, Jocelyn's managers are waiting there for her. She's hyping him up, and they're so skeptical. They're questioning him. He says he grew up in Hollywood, and Destiny's like, "So did I. What school did you go to?" He's totally BSing them, but then when he says that he's gonna bring in Mike Dean, Chaim is like, "Okay, great. We need 3 hits in 2 weeks." Chaim does a little motivational speech to Jocelyn, saying that everybody's doubting her right now and she needs to prove them wrong, and it's crunch time. When they walk back into the house, Chaim tells Leia, "I love that guy." Destiny says he's amazing, but they're faking it because they don't actually love that guy. When they get back into the car and it's just Chaim and Destiny, Chaim says, "I think our girl is in trouble," and Destiny says, "My grandmother said to never trust a man with a rat tail." And this is Leia's face pretty much the whole episode. I mean, who can blame her? And while all this is happening, Diane is filming a music video, and of course Nikki is there cheering her on. She's pretty much replaced Jocelyn. I'm running out of time, but go to part 2 so we can continue talking about the episode. It gets crazy.